right? The job market is slowing down. Consumer spending is mostly propped up by the wealthiest people. We have a K-shaped economy. That's not good. But regardless of what the reasons are, the point is risk assets, which are things like Nvidia, things like Bitcoin, they start to sell off because investors are like, I'm just going to sit this one out and wait until all of this cools down. And again, it just so happens that Bitcoin is the canary in the coal mine, as they say. It's the first thing to be affected. Why? Because it's the easiest investment to sell. It can be sold on weekends when the markets are closed, so it reacts first. By comparison, if you're a real estate investor, you can't just panic sell in a day. So some investments, because they're easier to sell, aka more liquid, they move first, which is arguably why Bitcoin started going down before the rest of the market. So what you're seeing in the technicals, these price charts, that is just a reflection of investors anticipating all these changes and all their worries, and that's the macro force explanation. Now there's a third theory that's neither technical nor macro, it's more human psychology. It comes directly from the Bitcoin community themselves. Fun fact, Bitcoin was allegedly on the Epstein list. Apparently, there was funding that happened in 2015, which doesn't look good, but it ties into this much bigger story. So here's what happened. What most people don't actually know is that for the last few months, Bitcoin's been fighting itself over the idea of what it's supposed to be. Like, what is Bitcoin is the question. To be or not to be, right? And most OG Bitcoiners believe that Bitcoin is supposed to only represent money. That's it. But the newest version of Bitcoin, run by the core development team, which was allegedly funded by some sketchy people on that list, made an update that got rid of an old data restriction. It's called op return. Now, this feature is what allows people to attach a piece of data to their Bitcoin transaction. Now, this was always possible with Bitcoin, but this update increased the size of how big that data could be. So now this new version that's being pushed says Bitcoin isn't just money.